Lake Tahoe is a lake between California and Nevada. It's in the west of United States. Lake Tahoe is one of the most visited lakes in United States. About 50 million people visit it every year. As well as Lake Tahoe is the place where the house price has the most jumped in United States, about 35% since 2020. Because this is a place where you can have fun all over the year, because over there you can find even snow. However, this video was recorded during the summertime, so stay tuned for the best tips for hike, beaches, food, lodge, among other things. When you arrive at any point in Lake Tahoe, you're surrounded by the lake with great views. And when you're not surrounded by the lake, you're surrounded by the pines and mountains. Our first stop is called Emerald Bay State Park in South Lake Tahoe. And over there you have two options of parking, at Viking Homes State Park or at Eagle Falls Trailhead. And an important advice, arrive early, between 7 and 8 a.m. because probably after that time the parking lot are full. You can try park on the street, but maybe it's not a good idea. I decided to park at Viking Home parking lot, where it is $3 an hour or $10 a day. Hello guys, I just got here and see what the image I could see from the parking lot. One of the best way to explore Lake Tahoe is hiking, and I found an app called Atualiza that helped me out with that. This app is so useful. It gives me all data and information I needed for the trails, such as length, elevation, among others really good information. And it works as a tracker or GPS. So let's start our first trail. We're going to Eagle Falls Trailhead, but before I stopped at the end of this falls. And from over there you have an amazing view from the Emerald Bay. But let's continue. When you get at the beginning of the trail, you have a day use park to fill out, as well as it contains some rules that you have to follow. The trail starts pretty much flat, and our first stop calls the Vista Point. But to get there, you have to hike some rocks, but it's not that hard and worth the view. But I decided to explore a little bit more that side, and I went a little bit off to that trail, in a point where it's more elevated and harder to get it. But it was easier, because I have the company of my friend Squirrels. And when you get there, the view is just amazing. It's breathtaking. I stayed there for a while because that amazing view just anesthetized me. Now it's time to find my way back to the trail. For my surprise, I could see a part of that fall that not everyone can see. To come back to the trail, you have to cross that fall, but it is not a big deal because I have some safe spots to cross. After crossing that fall, I got back to the trail. The trails continue flat till I get to my final destination of that first trail, called Eagle Lake. And you can see how long it took to complete this trail. Of course, I went a little bit off the trail, but you can make about an hour. Now it's time to head back. But the amazing views and the great surprise never stopped. You can see the start of Eagle Falls. And my ranking for this trail is an easy one. Of course, if you don't go off the trail. And after finishing the first trail, I head back to my car to do my lunch break. And having my lunch with this amazing view is not bad at all. And after my lunch, I start a new trail called Viking Home Trail. This trail is not difficult and take about 20 minutes to get there. But differently from the Eagle Falls Trail, this trail doesn't allow dogs. As I told you, it takes about 20 minutes and 1 mile to complete it, the first round. And when you get there, the first thing you see the Vixholm Castle, an Scandinavian castle built by Laura Knife, who acquired 240 acres in Emerald Bay in 1928 by $250,000. To learn more about the history of this amazing place and Laura Knife, you can go and do a tour. It's open daily from 10 to 4:30 p.m. And you can get your tickets through the website or at the visitor center in the place. In the front of this castle, you have the Emerald Bay. And from this point, you can see the only island in Lake Tahoe, called Fanet Island, which was a part of the property of Laura Knife. On this island, you have a place called Tahoe, where she is sporadically used to drink her tea. To access this island or just have fun on this lake, you can use or rent some kayaks, stand-up paddles, boats in different sizes, jet skis, among others. And talk about expense. Usually, the average price per person is $94 per day. This doesn't include hotel. The hotel has average price of $86. And a trip to South Lake Tahoe for 2 people for 1 week costs average $1,322. Now it's time to do another trail. We are going from Emerald Bay to the DL Bliss State Park via Rubicon Trail. The trail 90% of the time is easy and flat, and with the view for the lake. One great and cheap option for lodge is camping. Most of the camping grounds are really organized and have all the facilities you need for your basic needs. This camp which I just showed you guys called Emerald Bay Boat Camp, but we have many others around Lake Tahoe. The price may vary between $40 and $65. But if you want something more comfortable, you have hotels or Airbnb. Continuing your journey, I have to let you guys know that maybe your cell phone doesn't work in most of the part. But it'll be good because the trail has many signs and it's well marketed. And now enjoy a little bit of these views because I need to drink some water because it's really hot here. Now it's time to continue our trail. And now you reach it, a part is not in Emerald Bay anymore, it's open lake. And this part of the lake has only few places that you can get in the water because this part of the lake is really deep. And you can see how big and giant is this lake. And I cannot forget how beautiful it is watercolor. When I reached this part called Waterfalls, I decided to come back because I would like to explore more Lake Tahoe. But of course, I would have to dive and enjoy this amazing water. And I cannot deny, Emerald Bay overcame my expectations. It's beautiful and amazing place. Now let's explore a little bit more of Lake Tahoe. We are going to South Lake Tahoe. South Lake Tahoe is the biggest city of Lake Tahoe. Over there you can find great things to do during the day or at night. So let's continue to the west side of Lake Tahoe. And you continue to have a view for the lake. It's make easier because sometimes you can get it on traffic. And our next stop is the second biggest city of Lake Tahoe, called Tahoe City. One of the best places to visit is Tahoe Marina, where you can find some stuff to do, such as some small plazas that contain some things so you can shop, as well as you can have a food with a great view to the lake. Let's keep going north until you get in our next destination, Kings Beach. This beach is the crowded beach in Lake Tahoe. On this beach, you can find a lot of nice and fun things to do. It always has nice events and great food to try. You should try. I try and I love it. Now let's explore the Nevada side. Perhaps this side has the less crowded beaches, but perhaps the nicest ones, such as Hidden Beach, Chimney Beach, and Secret Cove. But I have a warning. Most of these beaches on the Nevada side are clothing optional. Guys, I hope you liked this content, so stay tuned for the next chapter. Love and peace.